So remember when we talked about the French door refrigerators and we said I'd like to talk about 30-inch French doors later? Well, let's talk about them as a possible replacement for that 30-inch top mount consumer. So once you've asked a consumer about the necessary widths of their refrigerator, there's one more good qualifying question that I learned early on as well. Once you ask them about their width, next ask them about their height. Because if they have a 69-inch height, then you have the opportunity to move them into a French door bottom mount. And remember, we have options of both dispense of water only and non-dispense in the 30-inch French door refrigerator.
That's really exciting news. So let's go ahead and open up the fresh food compartment on each and take a look side by side here. Okay, definitely easier to reach on your side.
Absolutely, and that's the first thing that most consumers will see is how much easier it is to get into the fresh food section of a French door bottom mount, especially when you're comparing 30-inch to 30-inch.
That's right. You know, I had a top mount in my first home, and we now have a French door bottom mount. I would never go back just because it's so much easier to grab the items you use all the time.
Yep, and you know what? People go into the fresh food section about 70% of the time versus going into the freezer section. So doesn't it just make sense to put that where they're going to use it? I know when I was younger and I had a baby in the house, we would make up baby bottles ahead of time. And as you can see from the top mount refrigerator, I would put those bottles on the top shelf, and then in the middle of the night I'd try to go in there and I would knock them over because of how low it was. And it was hard to see things. We swapped that out. I bought a bottom mount refrigerator, and let me tell you, I appreciated the organization and how easy it was to see everything. And that's why I've continued to stay with a bottom mount refrigerator.
So that is a great, easy demo. I wouldn't have thought of putting a bottom mount next to a top mount, but great way to show the difference.